So glad to be here with you. I'm Tim Pham. We're kicking things off with a look at your weather forecast because it is going to be hot once again today. Maybe not 100 degrees like we reached yesterday, but it will be hot, right, Thomas? Good morning.
You say hot once again, as if we've said that
every day.
4, 5 times this week already. Yeah, you get in the picture and you're getting the theme here, but it will definitely be hot. But even with cloud cover out there, it is mostly cloudy skies as you see over Coeur d'Alene, but our temperatures are still well into the 70s already this morning. In fact, that cloud cover kept those temperatures, those low temperatures in the mid 70s, and in some areas we're even in the 80s. It's currently 80 degrees in Moses Lake, and this from the Weather Service this morning. They say Ephrata's low temperature 84 degrees as of today, which would make their all-time warmest record low. Temperature change as of this morning up by 5 to 10 degrees. That mainly because of the cloud cover, but thankfully it won't be another 5 or 10 degrees warmer this afternoon. We're just looking at mid to upper 90s for the day today, but still incredibly warm out there. Just a shade cooler than those triple digits that we had from yesterday.
Tracking wildfires this morning, a fire in Whitman County is prompting level 3 evacuations, get out now evacuations. This is video from the Whitman County Sheriff's Office. The Wagner Road fire started early yesterday afternoon and is now at least 4,000 acres. Right now, state fire mobilization is now activated to help fight the fire. At this point, local officials are not sure how many people or homes are being impacted, but we do know it is threatening structures, utilities, and farmland. Air Resources have been ordered to help fight the fire, and they are using Rock Lake as a water supply. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And an update on Wednesday's brush fire that swept alongside Highway 195. All evacuation levels are now lifted. Highway 195 is now back open for drivers. Crews will continue to clean up and line the fire. As of last night, the fire is 80% contained. No word yet on what caused this fire. Now to our big story here at 7:03. The sentencing for the Freeman High School shooter is nearing the end. Almost 5 years ago, Caleb Sharp killed one classmate and injured 3 freshman girls. Yesterday, the judge heard from the victims' parents. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley has a look at the heartbreaking day in court.
These 5-year-old girls playing soccer grew up together in Freeman. Jordan, Emma, and Gracie's parents cherish the joy captured on their faces. But they say the photo captured more than just the beginning of their friendship.
Little did we know how connected these 3 would be for the rest of their lives. Little did we know that on this day, 9 years later, they would be involved in a horrific act.
It was their freshman year at Freeman High School when 15-year-old Caleb Sharp opened fire on his classmates. He shot and injured these 3 childhood friends.
The fact that Gracie survived is remarkable. The fact that she can walk is a miracle.
Emma's mother recalls the text she got from her daughter, learning the unimaginable.
It was right next to me. I got grazed by a bullet right above my hip. You took so much from her, Caleb. You took her innocence. You extinguished her jovial personality, her ability to enjoy life without fear.
On that tragic day, the gunman killed Sam Strahan. His mother, Amy Strahan, told the judge that same year her husband had just died.
As Sam's only living parent, I feel very strongly that it's up to me to ensure that Sam is remembered for who he was.
She says the last 5 years have been the hardest and darkest of her life.
You ruined my life. You took my only son and left Emily and I alone. You are a coward.
She told the judge how she raced to the school to find Sam, worried that he wasn't answering her texts. When the sheriff told her what happened, she screamed.
I insisted someone go and sit with my child. I did not want him lying alone in the hallway.
This afternoon, Amy spoke directly to the shooter.
You had a choice to shoot Sam once, and he would have survived. You chose to shoot him again. You took my son in the worst way possible, and you had zero remorse.
Emotional testimony there. The victims and their families asked the judge to give the maximum sentence of 45 years. The judge is expected to deliver that sentence today. Be sure to download the KREM 2 app and turn on push notifications. We will let you know when that sentence is delivered. Then watch KREM 2 News tonight at 4, 5, and 6 for more in-depth coverage of this case. It's 7:06. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. The Spokane County Sheriff's Department needs your help finding a missing vulnerable adult. Take a look. 78-year-old Gerald Krug was last seen yesterday leaving his home, reportedly driving a red 2014 Ford Escape. Krug suffers from Alzheimer's, and his family says he often forgets where he is. Anyone with information or knows where he is should call Crime Check, that number there at the bottom of your screen. Whitworth University is the victim of a cyber attack that took several weeks to resolve. The university says they became aware of the attack on July 29th. Forensic experts are trying to figure out what exactly happened and what information was accessed during the attack. They do know the hack impacted the school's entire network, including scheduling for classes and students' financial records. The university expects to restore about 95% of its information system back to normal by August 31st. Spokane police arrested a second suspect in a deadly shooting from last month in northwest Spokane. Alicia Ford made her first court appearance for second-degree murder yesterday afternoon. Ford, along with Stacy Gerber, are accused of killing Gerber's ex-boyfriend, Michael Mattern. Court documents show Ford admitted to the shooting to her father. He then turned her in to police. Both women had their bonds set in court yesterday and are expected back in court later this month. Spokane police are searching for the suspect involved in a stabbing on the South Hill last night. Police say at least 2 people were involved, and we know at least 1 person was taken to a hospital. 37th and Freya was closed past South Cuba Street last night. Those roads have since reopened. At this point, police have not released a suspect description, and that's a look at your morning rush. Idaho's fetal heartbeat law takes effect today, which is days before an even stricter ban starts in the state. The laws will make it so that doctors can lose their license and go to jail if they perform abortions. Nicole Hernandez is in the newsroom now. Nicole, can you explain more about what the different laws mean and when they even start?
So, Tim, the fetal heartbeat law starts today. Then on August 25th, Idaho's abortion trigger law takes effect. With the fetal heartbeat law going into effect today, it's now illegal to get an abortion after 6 weeks or when a doctor detects a heartbeat. The heartbeat law also lets citizens sue doctors who perform or assist with abortions. The law says only family members are able to sue, and the minimum award would be $20,000. Then, starting August 25th, even stricter laws go into place. All abortions will be illegal statewide. The exceptions will be for rape, incest, and if the mother's life is at risk. The trigger law bans will make it so doctors could lose their license and spend 2 to 5 years in jail for performing an abortion. Because of these laws, Planned Parenthood clinics in Washington state are seeing more patients crossing state lines for services. We talked to Paul Dillon with Planned Parenthood of Greater Washington and North Idaho. He says they're ready to support Idahoans.
Our patient navigator is talking to all patients from out of state directly. And so they're handling the calls if they need to book a hotel room, if they need help with transportation.
Filed a lawsuit against the state's laws. They say the laws violate the Federal Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, which says doctors cannot deny patients care until they're stable. Idaho's trigger laws do have exceptions for life-saving care, but the lawsuit says there is no exception for when a pregnancy could just jeopardize the woman's health. Planned Parenthood is also suing Idaho State, but the Supreme Court has not put a pause on these abortion bans. In the newsroom, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.